Hi, it's Julie Thompson reporting from IAB's MIXX Conference, Day 2, Advertising Week 2011. I'm here with Vollmer and Karen Premo from Booz and Company. They head up the global media and entertainment practice there. And you guys have just come off the stage, fresh off the stage, breaking some great new research. So please tell us about that.
Well, we were really proud to be able to unveil our campaigns to capabilities social media and marketing study today at the IAB. It's the perfect venue. The whole ecosystem is here. And we think we were able to share some very exciting insights about how marketers are transforming their business as they expand their social and digital marketing activities.
So we conducted this survey over the summer of 2011. It consisted of a quantitative survey as well as a set of interviews to really understand how social media is transforming how marketers think about marketing and what new skills and capabilities they need. So we talked a lot about what skills, what mindsets, what kind of spending, what kind of investments, what kind of people they need to really be successful in this new marketing paradigm.
So in the whole study, what was the most surprising finding?
Well, I think the most surprising finding was really a series of insights that we gathered around the capabilities that marketers need as they transform their communications around social and digital. They really need three things. They need community management, they need content development, and they need data analytics. And they're all three very different but related capabilities that are a big change from traditional brand marketing. You know, this new model that they need to be able to engage with the consumer is much more about participation than awareness. It's much more real-time and dynamic than static and stop and start. It requires the integration of lots of different kinds of media, so not just paid media from their traditional media suppliers, but earned media, owned media that's developed by the brand itself, shared media that moves across the social graph. And it's one that requires a really different skill set, and as Karen mentioned, mindset, different kind of behaviors of the marketer. And ultimately, I think one of the panelists called it, we need a universal soldier. We need like a Navy SEAL who brings a bit of everything, but at a very high level.
I think another key finding from the study was that it's really transformative for marketing, but it's not just about marketing. It's really for what we found, one of the interesting findings from the study is that 38% of CEOs, of respondents said that's on their CEO's agenda. So it's marketing, it's PR, it's customer service. It really is starting to cut across a lot of departments and really is transformative to a lot of the ways that companies work today.
Great. So any practical advice in terms of what marketers can do better from the study?
Well, I think that just as a first step, it's not even about investments or hiring. It's really about the mindsets and creating an environment that's welcoming to social, to really get that culture in place, to get the senior support, to get this kind of more dynamic mindset in place. I think is really the first step with social before even you need to start investing. And I think that would be our first piece of advice to marketers. Think about what in your organization can be changed to really make it a little bit more socially friendly. And what we found is that the support from senior leadership, the real owners of social, are what help facilitate and make social more successful in companies.
Excellent. We've heard a lot at this conference about the difference between story building and storytelling, and how story building are narratives built with people instead of or stories told at people. And story building is a story with a beginning only versus a beginning, middle, and an end. So how does that fit in with what you found?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that we found in our study was that things need to be participatory and social by design. So not as an afterthought, not as a byproduct, but with real intent. So if you think about storytelling that is social by design, it has a contagious, it has a velocity, it has a viralness that is inherent in its fabric. And I think that in some ways is the most ephemeral, but the ultimate goal of what this new kind of storytelling is. And we showed a clip at the beginning that highlighted, I think some of the early successes of that. So you look at Nike's Write the Future, P&G's Responses campaign. Both of those are great examples of how marketing storytelling can be that contagious, be that entertaining, be that high engagement, high participation medium that ultimately gets consumers involved in the marketing in a very different but yet ultimately brand supportive, brand favorable, brand beneficial way that we think will be very transformative for marketing overall.
Excellent, but have a goal, and we've heard that again. Mike Hughes from the Martin Agency, he said it's not enough just to amass millions of Facebook fans. It's what are you doing with it? So your study is going to help a lot of both creatives on the agency side and marketers prove their point. So thank you for doing the research. Any other thoughts?
Our pleasure. Well, I think our study really focused on the how more than the what. So it is true that the strategy is critical, and we heard that again and again in the market that you can't just go out there and collect fans. You need a goal. But our study really focused on how are people getting there. What skills do they need? What mindsets do they need? And I think it's really instructive for people in terms of once you got that strategy, how do you get from A to B? How do you get there?
I just have one final word. This is a labor-intensive change that has to occur. We heard a lot about where people are investing. Where are they investing? They're investing fundamentally in people. So something that is as personal, as human, as dynamic as what we're talking about comes down really to having the right kind of talent centered around marketing, the right kind of partners to work with, and the right kind of capabilities to really be able to do it on a replicable, scalable basis. It can't just be a heroic one-time event. It needs to be something that you can do again and again with increasing degrees of precision and know-how.
Really good. So thank you so much, Chris and Karen, and I'll see you back in the MIXX sessions. Thank you.